Hola, hola a todos. I hope you're doing well. My name is Estrellita and I'm a first generation Latina college and postgrad coach that supports first generations college students and graduates through higher education paths and postgrad opportunities. Now, I am so excited for this video because we are going to be talking about how to stop your procrastination. Now, before we fully get into this video, please make sure if you aren't already, you are subscribed to the Cafecito con Estrellita YouTube channel because we want to keep growing our family. Y número dos, if you may have noticed, I don't know if you did, but I did not upload a video this weekend. Now, the reason why that happened was because I actually started recording and went through my notes and everything, but I just genuinely wasn't happy with how it turned out. I felt like my energy was a little bit drained. I honestly didn't want to come off like that on this video because my intention is to have these YouTube videos be a helpful resource for the long run for as many first generation students that come across the Cafecito con Estrellita YouTube channel. But regardless, we're picking up where we left off, and for this video topic we are talking about, once again, how to stop your procrastination. Let's go ahead and get started. Número uno, change your mindset. So what do I mean by this? Now, a lot of the times, and reflecting back on how I was myself as a first gen student, whenever there were times where I had assignments coming up, I had to put time to get projects done, I would, be like, oh, I have to study, or I wish I could go out, but I genuinely can't because my deadline is coming up. Things like that, where I wasn't sounding as excited to get my goals done. It's really, really important that we do what we can to set ourselves up for success. And that can literally look like getting your stuff done and then having fun. So the next time that you're feeling kind of like, getting my work done is a drag, I have to study, I need to go to the library because if I'm home, I'm gonna get too distracted, things like that, I want you to change it all and just look at yourself in the mirror as you're getting ready and tell yourself, I have the wonderful privilege to earn and study for my education. And the reason why that is so important is because, at least for me as a first generation Latina, my parents did not have the opportunity to go to college and earn college degrees. Neither did my grandparents, neither did my great-grandparents, the list goes on. With knowing everything that I know in regards to what my parents did and sacrificed for me to be here and earn a college education, regardless of all the ups and downs, it is my responsibility to not only get my work done at university, but to truly value it and to realize that I was one of the first women in my family to earn a university degree. And my sisters continued on that pattern. And if you can relate to this, really consider reminding yourself of these little things, that you truly have the privilege to be studying and doing the things that your ancestors would be so proud to see you do, because during their times, things were just different. What was prioritized as a mujer was just different than what we get to do today. Número dos, prioritize your deadlines. So what's coming up? And that's where it will really be helpful for you to just sit down, review your syllabus. You want to make sure that as soon as you get your syllabus, you review it, not just the first week of class, but always return back to it every so often. Yes, there are a lot of times where our professors, TAs, will share an update with us. Hey, you have this project due, it's coming up, make sure to get it done. But it is very helpful that if you already have that syllabi as your guide with the upcoming deadlines, that you sit down and really prioritize and figure out, okay, I have midterms this week. Remember, you are there to get things done in the best, most efficient way possible for you. Because the more efficient you are with prioritizing your deadlines coming up and prioritizing how you go about studying, the more time you will then have outside of that and even outside of your job to take advantage of the opportunities on and off your campus that will allow you to network and connect with other like-minded individuals, which will then inevitably help you move forward. Now that you prioritize these tasks, we are moving on to número tres. Break down those tasks, which an example I gave in a previous video was about time blocking. If you have readings coming up and you need to complete your discussion activities so that you can move forward and actually study for your economics exam that is coming up, with time blocking, you know you can get your academic reading, read for about 30 minutes, putting down that timer, whether it's through the app or on your phone. And once that timer's done, you get up, take your 5-10 minute break, whatever you need, get some sun, come back inside and repeat it all over again. And then next thing you know, you're done with your reading and ready to complete your discussion activity and go from there. Now, I know this also sounds super easy, super simple and self-explanatory, but the reason why I'm choosing to go over this for this video is because sometimes we find ourselves spending hours on one reading article, which then will take away time from you putting in that time needed to study for your upcoming exams that are worth 40, 50% of your grade. If I could help you navigate all of that by just throwing out those small reminders, I want to do that for you. Número 4, get rid of distractions. This could be as easy as putting your phone in another room and then using time blocking on your laptop. So fun example, when I was in school, I used to not save my passwords on my computer because when I was in school, I used Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. But I would make sure I never saved my login info on my computer. So that way I could only log in on my phone. If I put my phone elsewhere, that means that I could primarily use my laptop for time blocking while getting my assignments done. And then of course, when I had those days where I'm like, okay, I'm not getting distracted by my phone, I'm gonna go ahead and use the time blocking there. And sure, maybe it sounds a little bit extra, but for me and my learning to make sure I would get stuff done, it was so important for me not to get used to the idea of using my laptop to go on social media. In my mind, my laptop was solo para el trabajo. Anything else I wanted to do for fun, I'd use my phone. Right, número 5, you want to reward yourself. So yes, even though we have all these steps and how to stop your procrastinating to get your things done, it's also good that you reward yourself. So for example, earlier today, my older sister called me on the phone because we had some family time over the weekend. And I wanted to jump on that phone call and just talk and whatnot. However, the reason why I didn't is because I know myself, and that phone call would have gone from a 15-minute check-in to a whole hour check-in, like, hey, how are you? Da, da, da. And so then that's when I told myself, okay, Estrella, if you just get your work deadlines done right now for today, once you finish filming, once you finish responding to your emails, once you send out your invoices, then you can go ahead and call your older sister back and catch up on all things you want to catch up on, because both of us, we work from home. So it's pretty easy to jump on a call and just catch up, but sometimes catching up can take longer than expected or we would plan to. So that's where rewarding yourself is necessary. And again, for me, rewarding is let me get my priorities done. Y luego I will jump on that call. And if it goes over 15 minutes, that's totally fine. All right, I'm just turning the page. Right, número 6, be okay with knowing that procrastination, it is sometimes inevitable. I mean, we will do whatever we can to complete these tasks using these different steps, these different suggestions, but we're only human. And especially if you're a first-gen student who's navigating working, who's navigating studying, who's navigating family time, who's navigating all types of things to help you be as successful as possible post-grad, I want you to also just know that if you do procrastinate and it happens, it happens. Don't be hard on yourself. Just do what you can with the time that you have as efficiently as possible, and then we'll move from there. And it's things like this I wish I would have heard more of, specifically when I was in undergrad, because then when I would procrastinate, I would just tell myself some really mean things instead of doing the opposite and hyping myself up to help me move forward, instead of just bringing myself down just because I'm human. I'm trying my best. All right, mi gente, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Cafecito con Estrellita YouTube channel. I'd greatly appreciate it because we want to keep the family growing over here. And if you're looking for more one-on-one and community-based support, please check out the Cafecito con Estrellita membership. I will be linking it down below. Cuídense y hablamos pronto. Adiós.